admin. This is Pookie Pookie's Salty Little Skinks versus Hairvukes Fancy Shoe Wearers. So I'm going to try. So the Skinks, it looks like either lost the toss or decided to defend first. So I'm going to try and get this knocked out here in 30, 40 minutes before my wife gets home with my kid. Trying to add some, just, some commentary while it plays. All right. So the Lizard set up deep. Loners, so this is supposed to be a fresh division, so it's unfortunate that he's got loners. Has tackle, kick. Ooh, going for a fast score. I think, is this a 3? No, he's got all 4 blitzers. 4 blitzers, 2 rerolls. Probably an Apo. Nice weather. Not going to impact the elves much. It has the Apo. Alright. Probably going to blitz this guy to get him out of the way. This is very, very hefty off to the right side, considering... Ooh, got the nice pow. But considering that he's only moved 6. Well, I guess he's moved 7 with the blitzers. Basing up all the Skinks. That's a little bit bashy in there, but maybe he'll do it. I don't know. I don't know much about Hairvuk. I don't know how much experience he has or how long he's been playing. This may just be knowledge that I don't have. But putting tackle on the Skinks is never bad. Up. That sucks. Elves always go for that, right? You always want to farm every bit of SPP you can get, especially on somebody on 5. And it sucks when you fail that. Nothing feels worse than failing that first 2+ pass to get that vanity SPP. Alright. So this is a pretty good position. Yeah, I guess there's not really an easy way to get somebody through here. So it doesn't matter that hole's broken. The Saurus can't dodge. The Skinks certainly can, but the Saurus aren't getting through there. Pushes. Just trying to get tackle off the Skinks, maybe. Getting a Saurus in the way. Gonna put up some resistance. I don't know if I don't know what his game plan is against these elves. My game plan against elves is never to really stop them to score, but to make them score early. And this might be all the pressure he needs. Ooh, Croc's coming in there with the stun. Big guys doing big guy stuff. Grazy and Bat Blood, you guys aren't even in this division. So this game was played the other day. I just picked one of the ones that had been played that looked like it was a competitive game from the results page and decided to go in. Alright, Elves pushing forward. We're doing a lot of punching from the looks of it. Setting up to do a lot of punching on the Saurus. I don't mind that, but man, it takes commitment to punch Saurus. And that is not a protected ball right now. Alright. But that ball is not protected. That's kind of protected. Oh, CCL match. Didn't CCL just roll, or is it rolling tomorrow? Because there's a new CCL coming soon, right? A new season. Oof. Ouch. Yeah, I was looking for WCW action earlier. I caught Ellie and Chuck, or Elle and Chuck. I was gonna catch one from Rika, but the game ended up being a no-show, unfortunately. Alright, so Puke has played Lizards a lot in Stunty League, so it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to playing with Saurus for once. Alright. Chain push play. Got him. That is... I like that. I like that, because now it's hard to get through, right? Like, now there's a legit screen. And putting another Saurus back. And because Dark Elves are so relatively slow for Elves, they can't really switch fields on you that easily. Alright, Pushes are unfortunate. But that makes this position even stronger. I don't know that you need another skink out here. I might leave it in here. I suppose you could try taking this. If you put another piece there, you could take this hit and blitz there. But that's a lot of commitment in there. So it is essentially a dead end if you come up with pushes. Bad Blood, I don't know that we will roll these early. As an admin, we want people to have their holiday time. Alright, so he's committing to going up this side hard now. But you can't make it to the end zone. And the skink is only doing so much. Or I guess the skink can catch you wherever you go. Oh, CCL hasn't rolled. Okay. Scared of Nurgle? Well, Nurgle's a team you shouldn't... I mean, I guess if you play Khemri, you're not faster than them. But Nurgle, you should never be afraid of Nurgle. They're not a good team. Although I suppose if you have to punch with them, maybe they are. Just stab them all. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So these elves are in a rough spot here. Nobody's left the pitch yet, but I might have taken the both down there. You're armor 9, he's armor 8. I might have taken that both down. Except you want the Croc's punch. Of course you do. This is getting hemmed in. Like, I don't know how, as the elves, getting through here is going to be rough. I guess you can 2+. Oh, foul appearance. Don't stab the warriors then. Stab the rotters. And the pests. Foul appearance is fake in my experience. Especially if it's on my goblin. Never works. So again, this is committing a lot to a loner. To a loner punch. Okay, now the skink can't get around. Until then, the skink can get around. Took a 1 die. That is cojones. Now you're going to take this punch. Okay. Save the loner punch for last. That's fine. Why does it trigger you, Bad Blood? Just roll Defender Stumbles on all these elves. These elves don't have block yet. Just roll Stumbles. Yeah, that's not a stumble. But I think the lizards, like, this source is free, this source is free, this source is free. They got plenty. I mean, you got some turn order going on here. You got to pay more attention to your turn order, but that's fine. He's gonna get rewarded for it. Yeah, so this is gonna be really hard to get out of. Like, Puke's doing a good job of not overcommitting with the Saurus. You know, he's staying in the middle. He's keeping them mobile 4 times in a row. I mean, but that's basically like quad skulls, right? Like, it happens, but not really that often. And when it happens, you kind of have to laugh because, like, it was just your time. It was just your time. Yeah, so this is a really good position for these lizards. The elves are on their 5th turn and haven't really advanced the ball and haven't gotten the lizards out of position. And they really want to get them out of position. They tried the end around, but lizards are so fast. Even this, you're turning that corner, but there's so many mobile Saurus. And all of these skinks waiting in the wings. Like, you're going to hit this guy and maybe mark him? Not even. Right? And you have to worry about him hitting the ball. So, this source is mobile, this source is mobile, this source is mobile. All these skinks are mobile. I don't really understand all the commitment. You gonna follow that? No, you're not. Okay, because you want to tie up both these Saurus. So that makes a little bit more sense. You got to get him around. Yeah, so now you've got a little bit. That's a little better. That's a little bit more of a position. But yeah, if you POW him, this guy comes back to the middle. 1200 TV with a natural one-turner. That's like being at 1200 TV with Underworld with like a Claw, Mighty Blow Troll, and Claw Palm Killers. Like, it's just not even fair at that point. Alright, so this is gonna shut down the sideline pretty hard. That makes it really tough, I think. You got a couple... Well, I guess there's two guys there, and you can't really base tackle with the Skink. Okay, that helps. But now you got to put your Skinks up here. Alright, that frees this Saurus to come, like, here, maybe? Yeah. So, this Saurus I would like to be down here a little bit more. But he's doing so good at stopping these elves from just running where they want. Yeah, if this guy was just down here, it would be way better. These elves kind of could get away, but this is such a good position as the lizards. Alright, he's going to take... Yep, he's going to take the tack... Or, ooh, not the tackle hit. Just a push. That ties up so many of your elves. Like, alright, he's going after a skink now. Because he's heard that when you play against lizards, all you need to do is break the skinks. Everyone's heard that. But didn't get him. So yeah, turn 6 as the elves to be in this position is a little bit rough. Especially failing that dodge. I think he's out of rerolls. So this ball is just that, you know, set up your stuff first, but this is an easy blitz to decide to make. I'd at least pull this Saurus back first. But there's the ball. So reposition these guys first to tie the elves up. Good. Yeah, tie up a couple elves. Then go get the ball. Uh-oh. You're going to reroll that. Yeah. Oh no, a double 2. And that's a pretty good scatter for the elves. Yeah, elves running out of rerolls is wonderful. And this is rough for the elves, right? They have, like, maybe a couple potential scoring threats, but the ball's in a bad spot. Doesn't get the skink because dodge is amazing. Has to dodge. Probably. See, I think this was the guy to get the ball. I think you needed this blitzer to dodge back and get the ball. Oof. Yeah, see, $2 pill. No good. So now you're in a terrible... Again, this guy should have come farther forward. There's a little bit of turn ordering going on here, but I feel like it's pretty easy to push this guy off with him. Is he going to make this a 3-die? He is. That is the right thing to do. Didn't need to, but you never know until afterwards. Oh. If that skink gets that ball, he is gone. Bring this Saurus back, Puke. If you see this, bring Saurus into play, please. He's triggering me with that. It's like that one game I played in Clan where I just didn't pick up the ball in the rain against Skaven for 4 turns. And everybody was like, oh my god, he's afraid of a 4+. And I was just like, well, the Skaven guy's not going to try and pick up the ball because he has it for 3 turns, so I might as well leave it this turn. This is, okay, this is funny. Left him there, and now the big brain play, there's no more scoring threats with this down. Alright, I'd have pushed him here, but it doesn't matter. Either way, he's not a scoring threat. So, very successful first half for Puke on the defense. And a skull on the Crocs. That's just painful to roll skulls like that. And now Puke hopefully just walks it in. Do. Gotta take the run up. Just like a foul, it's always better if you run it up. So, 1-0 at the half. The Skinks are so dumb when they do their touchdown dance. Grazy, how's that inducement build working for you? You're still running the Ali Babad stab inducement Khemri, right? And you got if I remember the pre-cap, you've got more than a 50% or like around a 50% win rate with them. Palm tackle at 1200. Yeah, that's like when you go into the CCL with like the Nuffle altar builds as Underworld, and you're like, I'm 800 TV and I've got Glart, and then I'm 900 TV and I've got Claw Palm tackle horns or something stupid. It's yeah. Palm tackle at 1200 is legit, man. What am I doing? I need to switch views, and we're gonna skip the setup. All right. Oh, did I? Oh. All right. What's the kick? Is it? It's got to be a blitz, right? That's why the L's were moving, or perfect defense. Blitz. There we go. Yeah, I mean, as Khemri though against high AV, what do you normally do besides just foul it? Like, yeah, you have palm, but other than that, you don't really have. You're not like a claw palm team, so you kind of have to rely on fouls, right? Well, at some point you like switch over to Ram Tut, so you're like, I'm not going to be Ali Babad. I'm going to run a strength 6 guy today. Although I guess that doesn't really work if you don't have the rest of the Tomb Guardians, huh? All right. Elves setting up a defensive position. This is kind of scary, but the Crocs is going to do his thing. Hold the center of the pitch. He's going to behave. We just want to hit the loners and we want to free this guy up because we are... Oh! Oh, we're going for a surf! Ah, damn. That was amazing, going for the surf there. Although you probably should have pushed him straight and had this guy come back to the center of the field to keep your beef in the middle. To try and bring yourself together. Oh right, they get. Is it Hack? Is Hack the chainsaw? All right, I like the position that the Elves are in from this blitz. They're not overcommitted, and with the way that when that ball pickup was with the positioning, there's a shot. Ooh, there's really a shot now. With a bit of a try hard out. Where's the tackle? Yep. So that's going to make it very scary for any skink who gets in here. Oh. So, oh no. That's just 1-2+ too many. Oh, he's got to reroll. Unfortunate with the Elves have rolled a fair number of 1s and skulls looking at the blocks. It's been unfortunate. Starting things off with the POW. Alright. So I'd like to see this free Saurus come across right even before that punch. Bring this Saurus back into the play. Please. You know you need him. Just bring him back into the play. Okay. That's not back into the play. That's setting up for a surf next turn. Which isn't wrong unless the Elves score before next turn, which... Oof. Yeah, so this guy's in range to score. Although he's probably going to punch that skink. Yup. Yep, I approve of punching that skink first thing. Bulbasaur! Aww. Ooh, Power Apple! The Power Apple on that. There's Stunty doing a thing. Rolled a 7, got a KO, and had to Power Apple it. Alright, just gonna block off the ball. Alright, and he's got it. That's a little potato, but it's a lot of stunty dodges to get the stunties through there. Yeah, so that makes it a little harder. Oof. Yeah, so this was necessary to make it a few more dodges for this piece to get back. Otherwise, it could have been a 2-die. So that was a good positioning on that one. Right away, fails the stunty. At least pull these 3 Saurus back, because now the Saurus are guaranteed out of the play. Like, now the elves just score whenever they want. Yeah, and now you're going to give up more hits on these skinks. Follow that, maybe? No. Yeah, so now you get, if you put that guy here. Yeah, so like, now there's plenty of time to stall another turn. Gets a POW on the skink even. So I definitely like what I'm seeing out of this play from the elves now. The first half didn't go so well for them. But the lizards have gotten a little overzealous just trying to get the ball, and have gotten themselves out of position, and now the elves are in a decent spot to stall for a while, really. So it's really up to these dark elves to decide whether they want to go for the win, which it looks like they're playing for the win here. They're going to hope to stall it or just to steal the ball and score again. But it wouldn't have been a bad choice for the first game of the season to just stall out there another turn or two and play for the draw. As beat up as this elf team looks to have been with 2 loners, you know, I don't see inducements. This Saurus being out really hurts. Every big guy, every one of these guys you lose this lizards hurts. And they're down to skink too. So with that tackle elf, if he can focus on skinks, this game could go downhill even further for the lizards. Hey, no, switch back. Oh no, that was the view I wanted. Cheering fans, so Puke gets an extra reroll here. That will certainly be welcome for him since he was down to 1. Or down to 0, rather. The Lino or the Journeyman Elves doing good holding up so far. So far, none of the elves have really broken. This Crocs is doing his best, though, to change that. Again, I think you gotta set up in case that fails, because these elves, if you fail that pickup, these elves will be in the back half and you'll be in trouble. Alright. Alright, we got a nice defensive position. This is going to be hard for the elves to break. I'm kind of amazed at how punchy these elves have managed to be with these lizards, honestly. Alright. They're going to do the elf thing and try and like gum them all up. Keeping all the blitzers back, which is interesting. Yeah, he's going to go skink. Just lightly setting up for skink hunting. He's not going to get overzealous with it. Going after this one? Oh no, going after skink. Didn't get him. I don't know that you follow there, but It's an option, but you're not like Blodge Step or anything. Because he can just take this skink in and punch you off. It's a 2-die. Yeah, I understand the choices, Elves, to pick to be on defense. Because Elves are still good at scoring if you turn them over. I totally understand that. And, you know, the way you played that defensive score, I think it's a valid option, especially if you think you can take the ball off him. If you say, look, I'm up a couple pieces, I'm gonna take the ball and score again. I don't dislike it. I just don't trust myself to pull that off. So I play for the stall there, just because I'm not a good elf coach. Yeah, these elves really need some blodge. They're holding up nicely. They are holding, their armor is holding up admirably. But at some point, all the spacing is going to catch up with you, I would predict. Yeah, so you can get a 2-die on this Saurus. Just going right at him. I love that. I love that. If he gives you a hit on the ball, especially a 2-die, just take it. Okay. Okay. If it scatters back here, oh, that's disaster. That's no good. That's terrible. If it scatters back here, you've got it. So that was a great play. If it had just scattered behind you, you'd have been done. You'd have had this game. Right there. Okay, gonna base up that skink and maybe now you're getting a little out of position, I think. Ooh. GFI fail? Okay. That's okay. But I feel like you're a little out of position now. Because skinks are fast. So this is really basey. Oof. Okay. The pickup there was crazy. That was he didn't even have big hand. This isn't even an underworld team. That was just like a 4. I guess he rolled a 6. Didn't matter. So punch the skink. Didn't get him because dodge. Stunties are surprisingly durable early on. And unfortunately, because of the cage dive, your tackle piece is stuck. But he needs to be there. There was a good reason for that. Okay, you've got the ball. It's not protected that well, but it's also not that unprotected. Oof. Push him up here. Yeah. I see. Now you get him in here. That's okay, too. That's okay, because he's down. That's unfortunate. These 1-dies just really didn't work out for you this game. You've had a lot of, yeah, sneaky skinking. I'm all about those stunties. See, I don't know. Like, you got this guy who's free. You got some down players. Like, stand them up before you go doing that stuff. I just get sad because this game could be a lot bashier. But now and you only really have to worry about this skink. And my microphone might die soon. We shall see. But it's getting down to the end of the game. Like, if you've only got really to get this guy here, or even here, that's a little close. You don't need to be that close. You can be further up. I mean, it doesn't really hurt to be that close, but look at this. The elves are going to take this unless you get some really crazy stuff. I don't think the lizards, they don't have a scoring threat. So the lizards can't win this. They had done so well, I would say, on their defense that they got a little overzealous, I think, playing for the win. They did really well on their defense. But just weren't able to do it right here. That blitz put them in a bad spot, and they never really recovered from the blitz. Skinks are fast. They could have really slowed down. Oh, injury. Finally got one, and it's no big deal. Takes the both down, just accepting the defeat. All right, where's your tackle guy? Do you punch a skink? Nope, just going to run it in and score for the 2-1. So what I'll say is, given what I saw there, Hervik, I agree with you on wanting to play defense. You know, on offense, the Lizards kind of had your number. It looked like they did so well at just stonewalling you. But on defense, they could not. When they were on offense, they just couldn't do it. So, where's the dice rolls? Their dice were, the 18-2s feels a little rough, but then again, they do stuff on 3+s and got plenty of those. Their block dice were really pretty good, honestly. Lots of POWs. These are all about right. So they just kind of traded 3 or 4 skulls for POWs. So the Lizard Men had good dice. Your dice were not so good. Hopefully these threes did things for you. It doesn't look like you suffered, except for on catches, you didn't really suffer from the dice. Your block dice were, with as much block as you had, this is pretty bad. You were just missing some both downs that you probably could have taken advantage of, given your build. But it doesn't look like you suffered from the dice. You had kind of rough block dice, but were you ever forced to... You took a one... Yeah, you took a bunch of 1-die skulls, didn't you? That was probably... I don't know if that guy's a blitzer, but you took... Yeah. So you took a couple 1-die skulls, which feels bad. So you could have done with a few more both downs with your blitzers, but the block dice weren't terrible. It worked out for you. 14 SPP is reasonable. Having it all on drawer is good. You know, it's always good to level them up quick. And you got a level on the MVP, so good for you. Puke also got one on the skink. So, taking a look at those teams. I don't think either of those took permanent damage. So he leveled a skink. He's got 1 Saurus with some SPP, so that's not terrible, but it's not great. It's a little painful. It feels like a slow game to have been punching that much on AV8 and just not gotten breaks, really. He got 1 injury at the end there. You've got some good development going on. You just need more cash, obviously. Yeah, you lost some pieces, obviously, it looks like. So, need to catch that up. Anyway, that's going to be it for this. I'm going to try and just recast a couple games from this division as they're played, if I see them available. And I got some free time, I might just jump in and do some casts like this. That was some good defense, I would say, for the Elves. The Lizards got a little bit out of there. Oh, 10K for a witch. Feels bad, man. Luckily, elf owners are still elves. But that was good defense. The Lizards, I think, got a little bit frazzled by the blitz. They played super solid on defense, but then they got to offense and got blitzed and just kind of got frazzled. And we're playing fast then. It felt like we're playing fast and scrambling to catch up and get regain their hold over the game and couldn't quite get it. So that's what it felt like. The first half was all the Lizards, and the second half was just all the Elves. It was kind of crazy how much that turned. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. That's going to be it. Just a quick stream here.